Without membership of the European Union, could our company work? Yes, it could, but it would look extremely different, and possibly not as successful, and probably not, I would almost say.
The structure for setting up and running a company in the UK is very friendly for entrepreneurs at the moment, and the uncertainty about what that might look like if we were to then leave the EU is not something that I really want to be dealing with at the same time as running a startup. So my name is Nick Lally. I'm also one of the co-founders here at Ravelin. I'm from Australia originally, so I've been in the UK for 11 years.
My name is Martin O'Riordan. I'm from Ireland. I'm the CIO at Ravelin. We started the company a couple of years ago. Well, it's a technology company, but we focus on preventing and detecting fraud. We're right in the centre of London in Clerkenwell. There's a lot of other tech startups in this area. So we have 18 people. I don't know, I should have counted this morning how many passports we have, but I think we have more than 10. We have, France, Netherlands, Germany, Israel, UK, Canada, Ireland, Australia, United States. The European Union brings us a labour pool of 500 million people, and it has massively simplified our hiring for lots of our staff. It's really fantastic. It's really, think about the kind of, diversifying the pool of talent that we can pick from. That's just hiring. It also means that we can sell easily our service to the same pool of 500 million people. I think the problems that people cite about the European Union tend to be on the very technocratic side. They are on the bureaucratic side. They might be macroeconomic. But in reality, think about the kind of actual, tangible, legitimate benefits that the European Union brings to you personally. And if it brings negative benefits, then you should know about them. But the tangible benefits that it does bring are, right of travel, right of movement, right of property ownership, the ability to go over to France and buy lots of nice wine. If it's simple things, visa-free travel. And I also just think it's not going to be a disaster if they leave the European Union. It won't be a terrible disaster. But I think it would be bad for the European project.
My name is Luke Jones. I'm the Executive President of Universities for Britain, which is a campaign across the country of students and academics who want us to leave the European Union, though we love Europe. This is Vote Leave, which is the national campaign, and we're handing out leaflets, balloons, t-shirts to try and get people to think about the arguments against staying in the EU. How are you doing today, sir? Can I leave that with you? It'll take you 30 seconds. Oh, no? Okay. At the moment we're standing in Croydon, which is in the south of London. It's quite a diverse community where you'll find a lot of diversity, including in political views, and you'll find a good range of viewpoint here. It's a very working class neighbourhood. The people are very positive. I've had people come up and shake my hand already. People are very friendly. Other days I've had people literally hug me. So there are people that are very enthusiastic about leaving the EU because they want democracy. They don't think it's right to have this extra government. Well, of course, there are people who don't feel that way and very happy to stay in the EU. So you're going to have a range of viewpoints. At the moment, I think it's pretty 50-50. This isn't the only thing you will see students doing. There are students campaigning to stay in the EU. Every time there's an election, you will find students out campaigning very actively for politics. I have long been interested in politics. It's not something that started last week. Well, when I was in college for a law project, I studied about the French political philosopher and lawyer Montesquieu, and he wrote about the separation of powers, that the executive and legislature should not be combined. And sorry for the detail, but when we look into the European Commission, we find it's not only the government, but it also makes our laws. And this is wrong, particularly because it's unelected, so it's not democratic. That's why you need it. It's supporting you. You agree with me. Come on, you agree with me. Britain is part of the continent of Europe. We are a European country, we're a European people, so of course I feel European. I very much like Europe. I like French wine. I like eating Italian food. I have a German car. I like Eastern European girls. I don't have a hatred of Europe. What I hate is this extra government that we don't need, because the government we have in Westminster is good enough, or maybe it needs improvement, but we don't need an extra one.